Hello and welcome. I am Debbie Dunford. Welcome to your DDOA. Today is Friday. We're just around the corner for the weekend. And today we're going to talk about what 4 things the top earners at NES did or that have in common that helped them achieve success in their business. Okay, these were some things that as I listened to them speak, as I heard their stories, these are the 4 things that they all seem to have in common. Pretty amazing stuff here. So this will be helpful if you are not quite where you want to be in your business with success. This is definitely something that you want to be listening for and listening to. Stay with me to the end. I think this will be really helpful for you because it was really helpful for me. Yes, and thank you. Some of you are already doing it. Please say hi and tell me where you're coming in from. And tell me if this is the first time we've met, because I know there's lots of new people in the community. I'd love to know if this is the first time we've met, if this is the first time you're here. For those of you that we haven't met yet, I am Debbie Dunford. I'm a mentor here inside of the Fast Track community, such an amazing community. The whole Elite Marketing Pro / AttractionMarketing.com family. It's just an amazing community, amazing family feeling. And yes, in case you haven't heard, there was the big announcement at NES that we are now AttractionMarketing.com. It'll take a few months for everything to kind of roll over, but we are now officially AttractionMarketing.com, which is really exciting. Really excited about that. Okay, let's see who's hopping in. And I realize my head is kind of high. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we have in the house with us today, we have Kevin. Hey. We have Ron, Chuck, Shayla, hey, Valentine, not sure exactly which way to say it, sorry about that. Nakima, hi from the UK, awesome. Sadaf is here with us. Olive, awesome, from Canada, nice. Sharon's here, so great to meet. So many of you I was able to meet at NES, it was so great. Thank you for coming up and saying hi. Ray, hello. Becky Croft. Yes, we did meet in Chicago, Becky. I remember that. That was awesome. And yep, Ray put down the AttractionMarketing.com. Yep. And Nicole, hey. Hey, so many. This is what I love about NES and about the workshop is that we get to meet you guys and take that great, awesome community feeling that is established on the community pages and take it to a deeper level. It's really, really cool. Jamel, hi. Janice from North Carolina, awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for hopping on. So the 4 things that the top earners did that they had in common at NES that I realized listening to them, they all did these things, and these things helped them achieve their success. So let's dig into it. So the first thing, and I mentioned this Monday, but I want to go deeper into it. The first thing that they all had in common, hands down, was that they all had mentors, okay? I mentioned that, like I said, on Monday. But what I didn't go deep into and what I didn't talk about on Monday was that what having a mentor meant for them. And I want to know, what does having a mentor mean to you? Will you put that in the comments? What does having a mentor mean to you? What maybe have mentors helped you with? I want to hear those things in the comments, because having a mentor is great. And you know, it's kind of like if you have a toothbrush and you don't really use it, not really helpful, right? If you have a mentor and you don't really use your mentors, not really helpful. It's not effective, right? So it's great and all to say, hey, I've got a mentor, but if you don't utilize your mentors, that's taking it the step further. You got to make sure and utilize your mentors. So what did they do to utilize their mentors? Guess what? They asked for help from their mentors. The other thing they did is they listened. They listened to their mentors. They had an open mind. They didn't think, well, but I tried that, or that's not right, or, you know, they had an open mind. They were willing to listen and learn from their mentors. And then they took it a step further and they acted upon what their mentors helped guide them through. The action is the most important piece and element. Sharon's saying accountability, wisdom, experience, motivation, guide. Okay, that's what a mentor means to you. Awesome. A shining light on the path forward. Okay, awesome, Ron. Ray says a guide. A mentor to her is a guide, someone to keep you accountable. Susan, eagle eye view. Okay, yeah. And Kevin says someone who will help guide you through the minefield and avoid the mines they know about. Yeah, absolutely. That's been the case for myself. And doesn't mean that David and I, my husband and I, as we're building our business, doesn't mean that we haven't had issues and problems, but definitely we've been able to steer clear of things that we wouldn't have been able to before. Hey Mary, thanks for hopping on, and Rebecca, hello. Hey, awesome. So that was number one, was that mentorship piece and diving in deeper. And Nicole says, mentors can clarify and explain questions we have in the industry. Absolutely. Awesome. Sharon says objectivity. Yeah, because they're not in the emotional piece that we are invested in our business, right? They're able to be objective with us. Perfect. Love that. Yeah, Ron says persistent, consistent action. Yes, absolutely. You guys have got this. I love you guys. You're awesome. Okay, so the second thing is that, and I mentioned this as well Monday, but we're going to dive deeper into this as well. They asked questions. I mentioned Mike Dillard. I don't know if you were on the DDOA on Monday, but they asked questions, and Mike Dillard really, I got to reach out to him. He really hit my heart. I'm getting teary. He asked the hard questions. Whoa, didn't know I had that emotion in me. He asked the hard questions. It's great and it's important to ask the questions like, what might I do differently tomorrow? What might take me to the next step? Those are all super, super important questions to ask. And what problems might I solve to help the people I'm talking to and my list and my audience? Super, super important. And what I'm going to say does not negate that at all. But he asked a question that I would never have thought to ask. Sorry guys, I had no idea that this emotion was in here. He asked, how do you change the value system of a society? He asked the big question. And what I got from that was, the bigger the question that you ask and find an answer to, the bigger the impact you have. Okay, he had a question, a big, huge, worldwide question. How do you change the value system of an entire society? Okay, and he went about trying to find an answer to that. Okay, before this weekend, I might have thought about that kind of question, but I would never have thought I could have answered it. Okay, that's what's between the ears here, and we're going to talk about that as well. He didn't have his own mind keeping him stuck. Okay, he thought big, and the impact he had, he answered the question. He didn't limit himself, and he answered that question. And he found a way to do what he could. He created a podcast out of it, and it's a huge podcast. And he's gotten feedback from people about the help and the impact that he's had on these younger kids, the younger next generation. Amazing, you guys. That's the kind of stuff that we can do. The training wheels and things that attractionmarketing.com is teaching us gives us the ability to be able to reach a bigger audience and have a bigger impact. Like, mind-blowing. So, so cool. Okay, I want to see what people are saying. Rebecca says, a mentor is someone who is a step further ahead of me and is willing to share. Yep. Mentors, and I love that you said a step ahead, because a mentor does not have to be 5,000 steps ahead of you. If they're just 1 or 2 steps ahead of you in the game, then they've got more experience and wisdom. And that actually goes into, we're going to kind of talk about that in a little bit too. Mentors should help us get out of our own way. Yep, awesome. Thanks for the love, Ray. Hey, Terry. So great to meet you there. And Sue, oh, it's been a while. Miss you, girl. Okay, so the third thing is these speakers, these presenters, these people that have had major success, they didn't ask for permission from others. They just did it. They didn't ask for permission or approval. You know, that's kind of where I think of that. They didn't get the approval or ask for permission from family and friends and yourself. Like, they just did it. Okay, you don't have to worry about the other voices, and Andrew McShay talked about that a little bit. Don't worry and worry about the other voices that are outside influencers, okay? Don't let them be a negative influence on you. Don't wait for permission. Just do it, okay? And one thing that Mike Dillard, again, going back to him, talked about is he had one path that he was going to take and start a new business piece. And he just flat out said, I don't know what I'm doing, but here's where I'm going, okay? He wasn't asking anybody for permission, and he was letting the people know, hey, I don't know what I'm doing, but this is where I'm going. Do you want to come along for the ride with me? It's okay. You don't have to ask permission. You don't have to get the approval. You just do. Miss you too, Sue says, love how impactful this was for you and that you were sharing it. Yeah, it super was. And yeah, I'm happy to share it. Glad to have you on here. But happy to share. This is why I love, or scratch the why. Sorry, Blair, don't watch this. Scratch the why. This is the reason behind and my purpose for being a mentor is because I've had mentors that have greatly, oh my gosh, here I go again, that have greatly impacted me, and I owe them everything. And so I am here to hopefully pay it forward and do the same thing for others that are just 1 or 2 or maybe 12 steps behind me. Okay, that's what I'm here for. So yes, hopefully I can provide that value to you. So the third thing is, oh wait, no, we did the third thing with not asking for permission. Also, like with that, I feel like, at least I did, I put the word authority on like a pedestal where it was, I felt like this authority was this person that was far out there that had all these things going for them. Guess what? An authority is somebody that answers a question. Okay? You are an authority. If you answer a question for somebody else and help them along the way, you are an authority. Okay? So don't put the authority on a pedestal. You are an authority if you simply go out and answer questions and solve problems. Okay? So the fourth thing that these people had in common was the in between your head stuff, in between your ears. And Blair Dunkley said that 80% of your success is between your ears. That is absolutely the case. And you know, on my journey, I wasn't aware of what beliefs I had or that were keeping me stuck. I was like, well, no, I'm fine. I think I'm fine. Well, no, I had a lot of beliefs that going to the workshops and being mentored and being involved in this community and the friendships and relationships and talking with other people in the community, because even my peers are my mentors, right? And that involvement and talking with these people, it's my mentors that have been able to help me uncover those things that were buried that I wasn't even aware I had issues with in between my ears, right? So I had to, and each time I've had a breakthrough, this is really interesting, each time I've had an aha and become aware of something, an issue that I didn't know was buried in there, each time I've found those breakthroughs, I've also had a breakthrough in the business. They've coincided equally. Pretty awesome sauce stuff. So absolutely, 80% of your success deals with what is between your ears and what you think and what you believe, and how you respond to those things. So it's really important to be able to figure that stuff out and get the help you need to help you uncover and be aware. Like one of you mentioned, I can't remember who it was, but one of you mentioned, you know, the objectivity, like they can see what you can't see, right? So, okay, Richard and Johanna, it was great to meet you too. Grateful, awesome. Pamela's, hey now. Okay, Sharon, 80%, yep. Okay, awesome. So, that's what we've got for you today. Make sure those are the main 4 things that the speakers and leaders had in common. The mentorship, they asked questions, they didn't ask for permission, and then they took care of what was in between their ears was, and their mindset, mind models, what they had in between their ears was in the right place, in the right space, and not holding them back. So make sure that you that's a piece that you consider as well in your success with your business. And Rich and Johanna says, always be open to learn. You'll never know enough. Yep, always be open to learn. There's always something more to learn, which is the whole purpose behind mentorship. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your interaction. I love that. Put a hashtag value if you got some value out of this. And that's it for this weekend, or for this week, this Friday. So we'll see you again on Monday. Join us at the DDOA 1 p.m. Eastern. I don't know why that's so hard for me to remember because it's different in my time zone. But it's 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. And we'll see you next time. Have a great weekend. Work hard, and come back next week ready to work hard again. Okay, we'll see you. Bye.